guys, welcome to the Halloween 2018 movie review. I'm going black and white on this one because I've had about 2.5 hours sleep and I feel awful. But got my Michael Myers collection in the background there. If you're new to the channel, definitely check out some more videos, because if you're into Michael Myers, there's a lot of stuff to check out. So yeah, I saw the film today. I ended up going to see it. I was meant to be going to see it tonight with a friend, but he never got back to me, so I just thought, screw it, I'll go see it during the day when it's quiet. Definitely should try and see this film in a packed cinema though, at night with a big full house, because the atmosphere would be awesome, especially when it's just been released. But yeah, I saw it on my own, literally me. I thought the film was about to start and I was the only person sitting in the whole cinema room. And I thought to myself, wow, I'm getting a private screening of Halloween. But then some random lady came in and sat a few rows back behind me with her crisps. So it was just me and one other lady. Didn't get a good look at her, seemed like middle-aged or whatever. But yeah, just the two of us watching Halloween about 12 o'clock in the day. It was pretty sweet, actually. But yeah, my main problem really, I loved the film. I thought the film was really good. I give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was great. But I put a post out on Facebook just saying how, the trailers ruined my experience, and they did. Trailer 1 and trailer 2, I watched both of those, and they did show pretty much every kill, or the lead up to every kill, so you know who dies and when they die or how they die before you've even seen the film. People have been coming at me on Facebook saying, oh, you shouldn't watch the trailers then. And I don't, then they'll say like, oh, I don't watch trailers. If I really want to see a film, I'll just won't watch the trailers and they'll go in fresh. And there may be a very, very small percentage of people who are telling the truth about that, but I think 80% of you are talking out your butts and just trying to seem like you have more self-control than the rest of us. I don't believe you for a second. But yeah, the trailers showed everything. Between trailer 1 and trailer 2, I've seen the movie. So you basically just going to watch the little bits of boring filler in between all the cool bits that they showed you in the trailer. This is a spoiler review. I won't be talking much about spoilers, but I will have to mention a couple of little bits. So obviously it is a spoiler review, so tune out if you haven't seen the film yet. The ending to the movie I found a little bit, not frustrating, because I didn't want to see Michael Myers die, and I didn't really want to see Laurie Strode die. And you don't. Laurie traps him in her basement and sets fire to it, and you see him looking up the stairs at Laurie, trapped. He can't get out, and the flames are engulfing around him. You don't actually see Myers catch fire or die. So I guess we're getting a sequel, which I don't mind. I mean, more Myers is always good, especially if it's this what's his name, Courtney, what's his first name? James Jude Courtney. He was really good. He was really good as the Shape, and it really is, like people say, the Michael Myers from the original '78 film. It does seem like he is really back, but older and more pissed off, because he's been incarcerated for 40 years. Just, yeah. And there was a bit where Laurie came to meet her family, who she's kind of estranged with and stuff, and it's quite emotional when she's just seen Michael Myers being transferred in the bus. And she's very emotional, and then she does make it to the birthday party, and she's still, very emotional from it. And that bit kind of got me a little bit. I got a little bit of a lump, just a little bit, little one, just for Laurie, because I thought to myself, wow, 40 years of being on your own in your head, like terrified, knowing that it's gonna happen. No one believes you anymore. They're sick of hearing about it. So I felt for her big time, and Jamie Lee Curtis was fantastic in the movie. Everyone did a really good job in the film. Before I saw the film, I did hear about the new Loomis guy, and yeah, that's a bit cringy, especially one thing that happens kind of halfway through the film, or the beginning of the third act. A little turn that character does was very odd, but I got over it pretty quickly. But it happened, so what else to mention? The score was great. The look of the film was fantastic. Cinematography, the way the shots were done, even simple, nothing special shots still look really nice. It's not very often I'm sitting in the cinema and thinking this film looks amazing anymore, but I did think that with this movie. And yeah, keep it short and sweet really. I give it an 8 out of 10. I will be curious to see if maybe there's some cut stuff that we'll get in a Blu-ray version later on. Obviously I'll definitely be getting the film to buy. Stick it over there with the figures and stuff. So what else can I say? What else can I say? Yeah, oh, it's not as gory as everyone's making out. I mean, people made out like the first half of the movie, you don't see the kills, you just see the aftermath, and then in the last bit of the film, it's gore fest. It's not. He stomps on one dude's face, and that's about it. That was the only gory bit that I really remember seeing. You know. Yeah, so definitely not as violent as people are making out, in my opinion anyway. Especially if you've seen some of the more extreme French cinema stuff, like Bloody Inside and Martyrs and stuff like that. Just curiosity got the better of me with those ones, really. I'm not a big fan of that extreme French gore stuff at all. Don't really like that kind of thing, but like I said, curiosity did get the better of me, like it does with the trailers to these movies. But there is two ways to market a movie. There's two ways to make your trailers. We've seen films recently where we've seen the trailers and then we go see the movie and it doesn't play out the way the trailers made it look like it plays out. They actually make scenes specifically for the trailers to throw you off, which you know, Marvel and stuff, they have the budget to do things like that. And when you're trying to bring back a franchise like Halloween, you do have to try and get people into the cinema, and I understand that. I just found myself sitting in the cinema, just honestly, just sitting in there thinking to myself, I've seen this, I've seen that, I've seen this, I've seen that, I've seen this, I know how he dies, I know how she dies, I know when he dies. It left very little for me to be impressed or surprised by. In fact, the only kill I can think of that I didn't know about was the head stomp. I mean, other than that, you know, the two British reporters, I already knew how they went and where they went. The husband who goes out to look at the police car, seen that in the trailer. And loads of other kills as well. The girl in the white and yellow stripy top who's babysitting the hilarious kid. That kid was hilarious, like everyone's saying, he really was. What a cool kid. I could babysit that kid. Me and him would just talk mess all night. But yeah, you know, showed way too much in the trailers. But, you know, they're trying to bring back Halloween, the franchise. It's not like, you know, a Marvel movie where people are going to go see it regardless. They do have to try and get people to see this film, so I understand, but they really did show everything. If you've seen all the trailers, you've seen the movie, basically. You know, and again, to the people who come at me saying that I shouldn't watch trailers and they don't watch trailers, maybe a very small percentage of you are telling the truth. The rest of you are talking absolute waffle in order to try and seem like you're somehow better than the rest of us. But yeah, great film, 8 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Plenty more Halloween stuff coming during this month of October on the channel. Got lots of goodies planned for you video wise, so thanks for sticking with me. And a massive shout out to Chris Harris, who got me this amazing Michael Myers t-shirt. Sorry, I'm trying to get it all in shot. Chris Harris got me this incredible Michael Myers t-shirt from the new movie. From Fright Rags, and it arrived today, so thank you so much, Chris. I can't believe, you know, when things like this happen, rarely, it does take me back, and I think to myself, I can't believe anyone who I've never met would take the time or make the effort to do something like this, a gesture like this. It really does. It's a birthday present. It's not even, it's super early. My birthday's not until Halloween, which is a super day, a super awesome day to be born. This would be my favorite day of the year anyway, but it just happens to be my birthday as well, which is double awesome. So thank you so much, Chris Harris. I love it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Plenty more coming up on the channel soon. See you in a bit. Peace.